Hey friends, welcome back. If you missed last week's video, definitely go watch that and then come back to this video. In last week's video, I walked through all of the bedrooms in the hallway and talked about what Christian was going to be doing. And now this video is kind of part two of we came back after Christian did all this work. Me and the girls were staying at his parents' house for a little over a week. And now I have lots and lots of updates to share with you. We have lots of cleaning to get done, a lot of organizing to happen, and a lot of just trying to make the house feel a little bit more settled than it does right now. We're still very much in the middle of a large construction zone. Like, it is worse than when I left it, but it is progress, and I will take progress any day of the week. So I'm in the master bedroom right now. I want to show you here. I want to show you Maddie's room, and I want to show you the bathrooms that got demoed out and like wildly different. So just ignore all the mess. We just have stuff everywhere because we did tear out the closet here. If you remember, this used to be a closed closet with a door that locked on it, and then this was our like open shelving closet. We had shelves going down here, a rod for all of our hanging clothes here. That is all gone. That's all at the dump. Obviously, we have some more work to finish doing on like the ceiling and everything, basically, but the closet is gone, and so we need to figure out a better storage solution. Later on, Christian's going to hang up a new closet rod, and we're going to rework a shelf and organization, so once we're done with all of this stuff, we're going to add a closet rod. It's going to look so awkward, but it's going to go above this window right here just to give us some storage and organization, because our room is not the main focus right now. We just had to tear out all of this stuff so we could build this structure, which is Madeline's closet. Madeline's room is sharing this wall with our bedroom, and so this closet had to come out into our bedroom to kind of make it her space. And originally the plan was that our future closet, not being built right now, but at some point in time, would be like a built-in wardrobe style spanning this length of the wall. We also want to move this door in a little bit, but once Christian opened up the closet, it's really hard to show on camera, but it really just opened up the room so much. When you used to walk in here, this used to all be a wall, and so you couldn't even see like a third of the room. It was just walled in and very tightly closed. I had to like always like wedge myself to like get into our bedroom. And so this being open right here is a huge game changer and has totally changed our plan for this space. Now we are going to be taking out this window at some point in time and doing our built-in wardrobe all along this wall. One, it gives us a lot more storage space because there's more square footage to work with this way. And two, it leaves this space open. We can enjoy this being like breathy and like not suffocating when you like have to wedge yourself into the bedroom. We're also going to be doing adding another window here. So if you're like worried about light, don't be, because we're going to add a second window above this nightstand. This is a window, but the curtains are closing it. So we're going to still like add light and put in more options to like still make this room not feel like a dungeon. But Madeline's room, excuse the darkness in it, we have taped over with trash bags and blinds so Maddie can sleep in here without having a bunch of light. But Madeline's room now has nice drywall. Christian's working on all of the mudding and taping and prepping of that. It is wired for electrical, and he recentered our light fixture in here. We're not ready to put it back in yet though, because we're going to do a cool thing to the ceiling first. But all of this drywall got replaced. He redid all of the wiring, so we cut out all of the old wiring. And then here is her closet. Obviously not finished, doesn't have a door, doesn't have any paint. We're still in the like it gets worse before it gets better phase, but she does have a closet finally. So that's gonna be great. So Christian obviously has a lot more to get done in here. A lot of mudding, taping, drywall stuff. I have wallpaper coming in the mail soon. I have a chair. I don't know if you can see it. There's a box down there. That's a brand new chair to go in here. We're gonna need to order a new door for that closet. And we're not gonna worry about a closet like organization system for her just yet. We're just gonna be happy that we have a closet built in this space now. And we're gonna get moving on this room. Like, it's gonna start to come together quickly, I think. And then the last space is wild. If you remember our old bathroom that I painted green, it is now completely gutted. We still have the tub. Christian's gonna try to find somebody to come take it because it's a cast iron tub, and some people like completely sand it down and refinish it. And it mostly would be nice to not have to deal with removing it and hauling it somewhere ourselves. So he's gonna figure out if somebody is interested in that. But all of this is cleared out. Back here is where the toilet used to be in here, and then there was obviously a wall right here, and then this space back here was the master bathroom. So that's the door into our bedroom, and that's where the master bath toilet was. You can see all of these boards are super wonky because this toilet was leaking like crazy. You can see where the water was hooked up to go to the vanity right here. And then this used to be the master shower. Still a little bit of work to get done in here, but this will all become our master bathroom. Not right away, but at some point. And it's just really great to have all of this gutted. And it is so much fun to see it all gone. Now it is Sunday for us and we try to rest on Sundays, but we have a little bit of stuff to get done. Like, we just cannot live like this. So things left on the agenda for today are setting up the closet rail in here. We just got back from Home Depot, like I said. It is not cute, it's really ugly, but it'll do the job and just get our clothes off the floor. And then Christian might like do a makeshift shelf above it. And we can put those baskets that I just bought from Target up there to store all of our extra closet items. And there's always stuff going on, but it's all like exciting things, but a little bit chaotic because trying to live here with a baby and a toddler is not the most fun thing in the world. But we're getting there. We are getting there.
You think right there is good? I think you're
just right through the middle of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's our shelf gonna go?
Above it.
Above the window?
Be
across the window.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this is just gonna be closed all the time from now.
Obviously, I have a lot of unpacking left to do and tidying up and organizing to make this space functional for us again. But I'm really happy with the progress we have and Christian just whipping together this makeshift closet. So that's exciting. It's a good way, we think, to like test out our theory on if our wardrobe should be on this back wall. Obviously, it won't be exposed like this when we build a closet here, but it's nice to just figure out like how much room it's going to take up, how it like works with like our normal like flow of light, if that makes sense. But I want to right now, I just got the paint sample that we got at the home improvement store, and I want to go look at that and see if it's the right kind of shade of pink we want for Maddie's room. This is a really cool color. I really like this color. You definitely can't appreciate the true color of it because the lighting in here is awful, but I'm really happy with this color. I actually wonder how different it is from the color that's Daisy's room, which is Retro Pink by Bear Paint. Kind of want to compare the two. Okay, it's actually almost the same exact color as Retro Pink. Granted, it dries a little bit darker because this paint is wet, but this is pretty similar. Well, I guess my taste is not too far off. But the whole reason, I don't even know if I explained this properly, but the whole inspo for Maddie's room is one of the McGee & Co. nurseries, or like Studio McGee. I am just trying to basically recreate the nursery they did for their daughter Bargo, and they shared that they used the color Just Beige on the ceiling. I'll insert the photo of what the nursery looks like here so you can see exactly what we're doing, but we're trying to find or I did find a very similar wallpaper. I'm doing the same exact ceiling, like detail. Christian's gonna make that happen for me. We got, yeah? You got things to say? We got the same exact paint color that they used. Rah. Daisy wants to say hi. But that's the whole inspo for there, so I'm just trying to recreate. Now you see how my day goes. But little one here has just been getting some molars and some teeth, which has not been fun for anybody. But last night we slept pretty good. We only had one little wake up, which from the past week, massive improvement. But I think right now, I'm done with the paint, obviously. Just was going to swatch that. I need to finish in this room. This is just so much going on. So Maddie is preoccupied with the sensory table out there while Christian's watching football. I think I'm going to try to bang out all of this unpacking and tidying and just get this as nicely done as we can. Obviously far from perfect, and this whole stack in the corner will move into Madeline's closet once it's completed. I probably need to go through all of these bins again, but for right now, we're just going to put it in her closet once we're done with all of the drywall and paint and can put a door on it. That's all. It's just a storage closet for the girls' clothes they've outgrown. But the rest of it, besides it being a little bit piecemeal and just wide open, not too bad. Not shabby at all. I think I'm going to play around with the organization a little bit, like make one side Christian, one side mine. We each get a shoe rack type of thing, and maybe do the laundry basket on each side. Like I said, I'll have a lot more room over here once I get that stack of bins into Maddie's closet. There are still some bins on the dresser over here that I would love to not have on the dresser. I'd like to have them moved over, but we're looking a lot less chaotic than when we started in here. It is now after 9 o'clock, but I really want to get a little Peloton ride in, so we are down in the basement bedroom. Gonna get this done. Before we do that though, I wanted to I wanted to talk about something, and you guys probably don't care, but it's on my mind and I feel like talking about it. This is my channel, so I set the rules, and that something is Instagram. I love Instagram, really enjoy it, except recently it has been life-sucking. Like, it has just been taking from me. I feel like I am just a consumer. I'm not a creator on it, and I find myself just doom scrolling and just spending so many hours wasted on this app. When I'm with my kids, I find myself not even realizing it, but reaching for my phone and just watching stupid stuff, like with my children. Like, they're begging for my attention and I'm glued to my phone because they have wired my brain to need it. I know this is a me problem and like not like an Instagram as a whole thing, but I figured it's something a lot of you guys also could relate to. And maybe you've noticed I've been like pretty quiet on Instagram apart from launching and promoting a place called Home Co. And that's been like super purposeful. Right in the middle of the entryway makeover, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago now, maybe a month ago, I just took it off my phone. I left the app like downloaded and installed, but I took it off my home screen, so like even when my fingers like automatically swiped over to where it's at, like it wasn't there. I had to like go into like my app library and search for it to be able to use it. And I also told myself like initially I didn't like set rules for it. I just got rid of it because I knew it was a problem. And I like went like 2 or 3 weeks without really even opening it. If I caught myself opening it sometimes or like searching for it, I like freaked out and closed out and didn't look at it. And it was so nice. It really took a couple of days to like stop like reaching for it, and like it felt weird. Like I'd be sitting and playing with my kids and being like, wow, I'm bored. What do I do? Oh no, you interact with your children, Allison. So it was definitely like a good wake-up call and a good like hard reset on how I just spend my days. I'm not just reaching for my phone mindlessly, or I'd catch myself trying to find other apps to like scratch the itch of like, I would open my YouTube like back end, like all my analytics on my channel and stuff, or I would open Facebook. Like who uses Facebook unless it's for Marketplace? I'd look at my emails all day. Like I found other ways to try to scratch the itch, but I never could. And it was just weird how I could observe myself being so addicted to it. And I knew that like Instagram was the thing that was missing, because none of the other apps were like as satisfying or held my attention. And it's like, it was Instagram. And after like 2 or 3 weeks of not looking at it at all, I needed to get back on it a little bit. The air conditioning is interrupting me. Hold on. I needed to kind of get back on it a little bit because it would be stupid to not use that mini following I have over there to promote the launch of a place called Home Co. So I like went back on there to like take care of that side of things. And then like I opened a can of worms and I caught myself like 1 or 2 times like just wasting an hour. Like, what am I doing? What, like, yes, you deserve to relax and recharge, but has anyone actually felt like more relaxed and more rejuvenated, and like, have you felt better about yourself once you stop scrolling on Instagram? I personally never do. I really do think it's a great place to share ideas, and I do get great home inspiration for it, but mostly it is a comparison game. It is, I want what they have, I want what they're selling, I wish my home looked like that, I wish my life looked like that, like I wish I was that funny in that reel, like I wish I had their following, I wish I had their sponsorships, because Instagram makes me no money. I make big fat goose eggs over on Instagram. So if you've enjoyed my Instagram content and have been like wondering like where I've been, it's just not been good for me. Like I have only so much I can do with my day and my time, and Instagram was taking so much for me. And not that everything's about the money, but I have to like make decisions in my life when it comes to like YouTube and Instagram and like, not business, that sounds like I have a super serious company, but like when it comes to like being smart with how I spend my time, pouring all of this time into an app that doesn't generate any income is useless to me. And it doesn't, like, YouTube is creatively fulfilling. I get like the satisfaction of creating something, having the idea, the concept, making the video, editing it, posting it, seeing your reactions, interacting with you. And then another component is I get compensated for it. Like I get like kind of a pat on the back of like, you did a good job with this because you get paid for this stuff. With Instagram, I was consuming, gorging on it. And then, oh, I'm gonna put up a little reel here and there. But there's like little satisfaction because everyone in the comments is mean. Everyone. I had one reel get like over 500,000 views, and half of the comments are just people being mean. And then I get no money. So I'm just like, what's the point? And the point of all of this rant is that I'm really scaling back from Instagram. I'm glancing every now and then, but my life has been so much better since I cut it out. And that is not to say that you need to cut it out. I've watched these videos and these rants from people, and I definitely am like, yeah, not for me. And I get it. You don't need to cut it out if it's not a problem for you. It was a problem for me, and if you're thinking that it might be a problem for you, really recommend removing it from your home screen and just seeing how you feel. It's been so nice. Like, I used to go through all of like our house projects and feeling like I have to document it on my YouTube, on like my big camera for YouTube. I have to film vertically on my phone for a reel, take still photos of all of it, update you guys in real time. And like, yes, I love doing that and sharing, but it was just taking so much from me and not giving me anything. So that is one thing that I've cut back on, and it's been glorious. I have really loved deleting Instagram off of my phone. There was a saying that I read probably in business school, maybe it was on Instagram, but it said that if you are not paying for it, you are the product. As in, the advertisers are paying for my eyes to be on their products. They're paying Instagram for me to be consuming Instagram and then their presence on the app. So if you are not paying for the service, you are the product. You are being sold to other people. And I really have just felt like Instagram was taking way more than it was ever giving. So if you've ever done a social media detox, let me know. Are you still doing it? Was it the greatest thing? Like, I don't think, at least right now, I see myself like fully separating from the app, because there is good to it. And I get so much home inspiration when I'm like looking for specific ideas. Like, Instagram has so many inspiring people doing cool things and creative outlets. But I definitely think it's healthier for me to have stepped back from it. So let me know what you think on social media detoxes. Something else I am detoxing, and I think it's going to be a whole nother video. So also let me know. I'm going to start filming it after I film this clip for you guys, but I don't know if it's actually going to see the light of day. And that's Christian just told me how much is on our credit card bill this month, and it is a scary amount. Like, we can pay it, we're fine. Like, we're not bankrupt, we're not out of money, like nothing like that. And like, we're not going into debt. We really don't like debt. We don't have debt besides this like mortgage that for the house that we're in. We really, really work hard to be good stewards of our money and careful with how we spend. But this credit card bill scared me. Like, it was a number that I'm like, we are not pulling in enough money to be just throwing cash out like that. And today is October 12th, and I'm doing this. I just don't know if it's going to be a video or not. I'm going to make a YouTube video of not spending money for the rest of the month. I think people do like no spend, like month-long challenges. I don't know if that's too intimidating. Like, I just did the 30-day declutter challenge and did not succeed. So I think a smaller, more manageable chunk of time of not spending money outside of 2 parameters being, or 3, gas, like recurring bills, and like subscriptions, like my Peloton app. We pay a monthly fee for that. I'm still paying that. And then once a week grocery visits, and nothing exciting. Like, I'm not getting the fun stuff. I'm not getting the expensive version of things. Like, I'm gonna just not budget grocery shop. Like, we're gonna be fed well, but I'm grocery shopping 1 time a week, and that's all we're eating. We're not eating out. There's no little sweet treats. There's no, what's the word for it? A little treat, yeah. Like, I'm not going to Target. I'm not going to be swiping left and right. Not gonna be shopping on Amazon. None of that. No clothes, no shoes, nothing. Not for the girls, not for Bucky. Like, those are my rules, and we're sticking to it for 2 weeks. So if you want to see a video about that and that little journey it's a little bit over 2 weeks, because October is 31 days, math, 19 days. I think it's 19 days of not doing any little coffees or things like that. So that's going to be another good challenge, and also kind of extreme. Like, I think there's a healthy balance you can find with Instagram, and a healthy balance you can find with getting yourself a little sweet treat every now and then. But this month, we definitely spent more than we should have. And I think it's really healthy sometimes, at least for me, to swing the pendulum the opposite direction really hard. Now I'm just dragging my feet about starting this Peloton workout, and I'm realizing I didn't bring water down here, so I'm going to be thirsty. Let's do it.
On the radio, this 2010 in my hood. Okay.
I just got the bike. That was really fun. I did a Camilla 30-minute 2010 pop ride. Chef's kiss. I'm dying though. I had to text Christian to bring me water because I forgot to bring water down, and that did not bode well for me. And I'm gonna make you not stare at this sweaty face anymore. But tomorrow morning, we have a new pickup for a restock of the Bloom Where You're Planted t-shirts. Finally got those back in and gonna get them tomorrow. And then we need to organize. I'm looking at my little rack here. I took off a lot of the stuff from this rack because when we traveled, I packed up most of my inventory and like my packing supplies and brought it with me to my in-laws. So I need to unpack, get resettled, count out my inventory, update that on the website. If you pre-ordered your shirt, it is already on its way to you by the time you're watching this video. Out of breath. And if you were waiting for the restock, they are back in stock in size large and extra large now. Actually, I think all the sizes are currently in stock for both shirts. So if you had your eye on something, grab it now. We're still doing free shipping, and I have the next collection already in the works. We'll see how buying inventory counts towards my no spend. I might have to hold off until the end of the month to place my order, but I have it designed. I have it all picked out. It is very cute. It is very cozy. It is a pullover, and it might be for all of the book lovers out there. So stay tuned for the next drop, and you'll see me tomorrow picking up shirts and organizing now. Restock is complete. The shelves look a little bit fuller than they were before, and I finally get one for myself. You guys sold out these this style in the size large, which is my personal favorite size. So now I finally get to keep one for me. So
That house is. What am I saying?
this is a big box, Maddie. I like this chair even more than I thought I would. This is the one that's gonna go into Madeline's finished room, but honestly, I would put this anywhere in my home. I think it's like cute in this little nook for now, which is why we unboxed it. But ultimately the plan is this is a little like reading a bedtime story chair that will end up in her space. So Mr. McPhail.
Mr. What?
Mr. McPhail.